Hi Alison, really good session today. Hope you found it helpful. Just going to run through a couple of points now that we discussed in terms of the lesson today. In terms of setup position, don't stand too far from the golf ball. A lot of times when people start using a drive for the first time, or they get a new toy in their hands, they get a little bit far from that golf ball just because the club seems so long. In reality, we are just going to be standing very similar as we were doing with a shorter club. All that would change is the club shaft angle at address. Now you've got a driver, the club just angles a little bit further out this way towards the golf ball. It's not a question of just pushing your arms and moving your arms further away to get that sort of reach for the golf ball. But in terms of your setup, once you are standing closer, and like I said, an inch, maybe two at most is what we're looking for, you can then start working the arms a bit more underneath your chin there as you start coming down. If we watch this on the left-hand side as you get to the top of the backswing, good position here now as you go back, as we start coming down to the golf ball, the hands start working out to the golf ball, and at this position here now, you can see the hands quite a way there from the body, putting that club in a position to make it very difficult to make contact. If we compare this one now with the work we did after the explainer on that circle around your body, a much better backswing position on the left arm, so you're a little bit across your shoulders there rather than so high, and therefore as the club then starts coming back, now if we start coming to that pre-hip position, we can look here at these two positions now, your hands much more under kind of the top part of your head there, whereas here now they're out a little bit further in front. Now from the left hand side position, the only way you can return that golf club back to the golf ball is by sort of pulling your left shoulder in and that back of that left hand pulling across. And what that's going to do to the golf club is leave the club face wide open. You can see here now, even at this point now, that club's still aiming quite a bit to the right, and then you sort of pull the shoulders left, and the club then kind of exits quite a long way left, creating this sort of spin off to the right. So when you struck it properly, it would end up off to the right somewhere over here. If you kind of mishit it and kind of manipulate the club a little bit, the ball would go here, but not very well in terms of distance. If you really compensate, the ball sort of smother low to the left. So we can get that club working back down under the shoulders here now. Much better angle for that club to track in the golf ball as you swing through here now. Lovely strike of that golf ball as we can see. Nice full twist of the body to target. And that ball now sailing away a long way down the driving range with a much more powerful, and by the end of the lesson there, you're probably gaining, without measuring it, probably somewhere in the region of 20 or 30 yards just by being a more efficient hit, both in terms of the direction your club is swinging, in terms of this angle to the golf ball as opposed to across it, and also more of a direct hit to the back of the ball. If you come across the ball with a glancing blow, you are going to be losing power and losing distance there with that movement. So work on that downswing, get those arms working down nicely underneath the chin there, into the body a little bit more, and that's certainly going to improve that distance and that path into the golf ball, hopefully give you more distance and more direction out on the golf course. So give that a whirl. Any problems, obviously give me a shout, and I'll catch up with you soon. Cheers.